Mission at the Cross is a transitional living facility for men. We try to bring men in that are homeless for whatever reason and introduce them to Christ and help them learn how to live their lives based on biblical principles.
When we first started this mission, we really thought that we were just going to go and witness to bikers on weekends and it wasn't going to be that big of a deal. It turned into a everyday need in the community.
The building we were in before was so small that we really just were kind of busted at the seams.
In a small building, 1/4 the size of this, you had 70 some odd people give their life to Christ. That could be 70 fathers that just bring Christ into their households, and it affects their wives and their children. There's so much that can be done. So we need to expand the kingdom, and it could start here at the Mission at the Cross.
It was a blessing that the Lord provided this larger facility for us, and we're almost 10,000 square feet now, so we have a lot more space, but the building definitely needs to be remodeled to be able to serve the purposes that we need it for.
You know, we work for free, Stephen and I, and we love it. This is our calling. This is what God told us to do, but our hands are tied. There's so many regulations and so many things that have to be done properly. Well, all that costs money. Your electricians, your plumbers, all that, the zoning codes and everything, every form that you have to fill out, that costs money. Well, you know, we can't do it on our own, and we know it has to be done. So we're asking our community to please help us help our own community.
The Lord has provided us a much larger facility, which has been a blessing, but at the same time, you can imagine the difficulty of trying to do ministry work in a building that's not complete. We got a lot of construction going on, and you got boards with nails sticking out here and there, and then all the clothing and the food items and stuff. We got a lot of clutter to deal with, so it's very difficult to do what Christ has asked us to do with the situation we're in right now. We've had mission teams come in and help with the remodel.
Each one of us have got family members or friends that have been touched by drugs and addiction, and it's easy to get on board when you've got family members and you've got friends that have went through that problem, to have a place to go and to get help.
When these men leave here, they turn into wonderful fathers and husbands. They're men of God. They're not just men that just get up and go to work. These are men that have purpose.
I would invite anybody to come down and come see what your funds are going towards. Come see the lives that are being changed. If you want to come down and just sit through a Bible study with us, you know, I would love to have you.
This is an everyday, all-day event. So if somebody needs to come talk to someone because they've had a crisis in their life and they need some, you know, just some Jesus talk, you know, it doesn't matter if it's 10 o'clock in the morning on a Monday or if it's 11 o'clock at night on a Tuesday. They can talk to somebody here.
Mission at the Cross, I mean, they're going to house people. It's going to be 3 hot meals a day. They're going to put them up. They're going to take them through a drug, alcohol rehab. They're going to ground them in the Word, preach Jesus to them. Eventually turn it into a work program so that they'll be able to graduate and that, but that takes funding. Thousands and thousands of dollars of funding just to house. You think what it costs to run your family for a month, times that times 15.
All the money that's donated goes directly to the mission. There's no salaries that come out of that. Every dime that is donated would go into the facility or the remodel of the facility, or to the needs of the men that come in to help feed them or clothe them or whatever need they may have.